Oh, we are live now. They can hear us. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, congratulations.
So, what are the achievements? So, welcome everyone to the first stream of Resurrection Cup 2024. We are starting off with obviously qualifiers. I'm joined by Taikani.
Hello, hello.
The one and only. So I'm not sure if Hoek wants to waste any time, so maybe we could just hop right into No Mod 1. Because So there has been some changes compared to last year. Because last year we only had 2 HDs and 2 HRs, in qualifiers at least. But now we have 3 HDs and 3 HRs. So it's a little bit longer compared to last year. But I think you guys should just stay tuned and see what those 2 additional slots actually do. Alright, so we got the seal of approval for getting into No Mod 1. So let's just do that. So No Mod 1...
208 BPM No Mod 1 in qualifiers. This is high BPM as far as like what you might expect from a qualifiers No Mod 1. It kind of speaks just to the difficulty, right? Like a 7.6 pool, right?
Yeah, about that. That should be the average. 7.6, 7.5, around that.
Yeah, you really feel it in this map. This map is so tough.
To be fair, this map, as you can see, it will feature mainly burst and aim. We tried to get to a little bit of the mechanics down with No Mod 1. It does feature a fair bit of tapping, but hold on. So it does feature a little bit of tapping, but it still mainly isn't just focused on aim itself. I would say it's probably compared to the rest of the pool. Well, I mean, I can only speak because like I've obviously seen the rest of the pool, but like compared to the rest of the pool, I feel like this is still on the easier side. Well, maybe if you're only good at aim, but I guess this shouldn't really be much of an issue to like get a decent score, maybe 600, 700, 700k. It should be doable for most players, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, it's aim, right? Like, aim game, lol. But that does not take away how tough this map can get at points. You saw, especially in that KI, the way that the jumps kind of accelerate in terms of speed. And, you know, suddenly you're left doing cross screens by the end of it, and it is a hard time.
It's also a little bit... Maybe it's also a little bit forgiving because like it's OD 9.3 as well. Most of the time, well, maybe it's just my past experiences, but I've seen higher ODs used in No Mod 1s at least. Well, maybe not for qualifiers, but most of the time it's supposed to be like 9.4, 9.5. So 9.3 is maybe not like that much more forgiving, but it definitely should have a little bit with the tapping to actually like hack all these bursts. That is.
Yeah.
Still CS4, AR 9.7. I mean, it should be a little bit standardized because this is spoiler alert. This is semi-finals difficulty. Okay. If someone didn't know, qualifiers, well, at least in our case, it will always be around the semi-finals level in terms of like actual difficulty and star rating, even though star rating is kind of arbitrary, but you get the point.
Yeah. You would look at this background and wonder like, what was O2 Doe smoking on this one? Okay, so there's this Aim Cup song, Vanish, that this background is used as a background for that too. It's like an 11-star 4 aim map. And like that's the first thing that I think of when I see this background. But also, you hear this song and see this image? What?
Yeah, it's not exactly the same kind of energy, but like I feel like what shout out to Aimcap, by the way. That Vanish song by Sidosis is absolutely
So cool.
amazing. But I feel like this background fit Vanish more than a Unison Square Garden song.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I love this background, but I do not see the vibes with this one. Yeah, I can't sit on it too long. Like, yeah, sick map though. Either way, you see really you hit the diff spike here. You see where the 7.6 comes from in that ending right there, where it is super hard to hold on. But also, you know, right at the end of the map, and you're coasting on the Nomad too.
Well, we should be heading off to Noma too, yeah. But that end diff spike shouldn't really matter all that much. Maybe. Like if you speak on a statistical level, if you actually like completely blunder the ending, it shouldn't be more than just like plus minus 50k. It probably won't matter all that much.
Yeah, unless you like chain miss the stream, but that's
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't think an ending diff spike is like too bad because it's so short, but you know it happens. Let's move on into Nomad 2, which for real, it's our first custom of
it is.
the Qualifiers pool, and by that sense, the tournament.
It is indeed the first custom map showcase for this iteration. One, like, and oh my god, how many will be there more? Like, holy fuck. Well, absolutely amazing map by Vermisium. It's so heavy on the flow aim. Perhaps a little bit of stamina because it is 195, but for like a pool that's it does, as you can see, it does feature 1/3, and for like a pool that's like averaging around 7.5, 7.6, I feel like 195 is still a little bit on the lower end, because I feel like in semifinals last year, at least, well, not in qualifiers, but in semifinals we did have 210 BPM, I think. And in finals we had 215. I'm not too sure, but I can't remember correctly. But if this map could be insanely tricky, mainly because of the 1/3, but because of the 1/3 still keeping up the flow of the map, it does fit the Nomad 2 category. Well, if you actually keep on slot pooling, that is.
Yeah. On the map though, this one like very burst heavy, more so than long stream heavy, which is very interesting for 195 BPM, and you can kind of see how that comes into effect, like the flow aim side of things, where this map is not a like a stamina Nomad 2 in any sort of sense. It's not one that's super challenging in tapping at all, but the weird flow aim to this map can really get you at every single turn.
Shout out to Knight, by the way. This goat of the goats of goats, like this man FC'd. This is an FC replay, by the way. It's also a short map.
That's a good one right there.
Moving on to Nomad 3, and it is kind of the highlight of of the qualifiers pool. We let Local Hero do his thing. I love Local Hero. This man is amazing, and this map has just turned out to be just an absolute incredible Nomad 3.
How is this not even the first like meme mix of Moteke Sailor Fuku that has been mapped for a tournament in the past year? The hell?
Really? Wait, that has been.
Yeah, it was Moteke Sailor Fuku mixed with Hare Yukai from Haruhi for Course Safe, apparently. I don't even remember this happening. I've wiped it from my memory, but it was a Hard Rock too. And Local Hero for even more insanity with Never Gonna Give You Up. What the hell?
some people did not expect actually getting rickrolled in the first stream of ResCup24. It is an Amamiya Kokoro replay, by the way.
Honestly, I respect the replay not for the absolutely insane aim control already on display, but the fact that he was able to stand this for God knows how long trying to get this replay.
That's true. This... I mean, just the sheer sanity. I mean, to be fair, the song is a banger though. Like, it's a good cross mix. You can't deny that.
Yeah. You know what? I see the vision.
But like, yeah, it is kind of unconventional and kind of like a content pick, if anything. But and we have to tell the truth about some stuff. We had to wait a little bit because, but like, without getting into too much detail, actually, this map was worth the wait, dude. I swear, this map, like, overall, it has such a weird energy for just a tournament pick. Like, you just don't see this.
Yeah, this is insane.
Also, another shoutouts to Local Hero for actually like mapping the whole 4 minutes and 30 seconds on this.
I cannot imagine the feeling of having this in the editor for that long. I would go insane. I would become the Joker if I map 4 minutes and 30 seconds of this song.
Taikari the Joker. Let's update the exclamation mark comms to Joker and Friel. Incredible though. I know Local Hero did kind of burn out mapping this, which is completely understandable because until this point where we are right now, the song, like the mix is kind of repetitive in a way. So yeah, there's not much rhythm variation that you could be creative with. But I mean, I understand why there was a burnout for a little bit.
Yeah. You know what? The map got finished though. That's all you can hope for at the end of the day.
Local Rickroller. Originally, right before the showcase, there was a little bit of a joke plan as well, but ultimately it was cut down by a one and only streamer here. They wanted to rename the artist and the title as well to actually get rickrolled.
Oh, that would have been so good! Oh my gosh.
And you don't want to know how many people actually supported that fucking idea.
Dude,
So many.
I'm gonna be a Kokoro. I was holding on for so long!
Insane replay though by Amamiya Kokoro. Insane.
Yeah. Yeah, great stuff. What an insane custom map from Local Hero with his qualifiers pool, but that's all she wrote in No Mod 3. Let's move on into No Mod 4. What's interesting? 112 BPM.
Yeah. It's not. Well, it is, but it doesn't really play like that.
Yeah.
So, Marinouchi is sadistic.
24, but like, it's still like somewhat different.
It is really well. How would you phrase this correctly? It is really slider aim heavy. It's not really your usual attack map. Or maybe it is. Well, it kind of differs. Like maybe this is where you would draw the line for like tech as a skill set being subjective, but this is kind of a balance pick, okay? So because of the remaining like slots we have in the HR section, the HD section, and the DT section, such pick was ultimately justified by a few other poolers and also the playtesters. So this is kind of like if we lived in, let's just say, if there was an ideal pool, this would usually not get pooled because this is not really like all that fitting for like just slot pool tech, I guess. Or it's kind of a weird scenario because like at one point in the map it does change, but then literally like seconds later the map completely becomes like either aim control or tapping, which may make it like a shorter tiebreaker kind of thing, mixing a few skill sets here and there, but yeah, overall it still is a tech map.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's a tech map. Like, you know, you've been watching these KIs, these cursor movements are tough. You know, there's a little bit of that reading element that you might expect with these tech maps, more so than usual, I'd even say. It's like, this is a really cool tech map, I think, in the sense that it doesn't really like look like it at first. But you play this and you feel the tech come out. It's very interesting.
It's also I was about to say it's also relatively on the shorter side because it's just about 3 minutes, 2 seconds off by 3 minutes, but still. Speed map? Nah, I wouldn't say so.
Ah, it's 224. It's not that bad.
Also, the song is a banger though, it's such a vibe.
Yeah, how's it? I don't know. There is some magic behind getting Shino Ringo to a point where a Shino Ringo song could be a tech map. That's incredible music work.
Shino Ringo MM4. Well, hey guys, you see the background? It's kind of summer vibes. It is summer after all. Well, at least in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough. Moving on to HD1, which should be another custom. The one and only Ancient. Holy shit, dude. This map is absolutely insane. Like, what is there to say about this? Is a collab between... How do you pronounce it? Is it Sasakura? I guess.
Yeah, Sasakura UK.
Sasakura UK. It's a collab between Hololive, technically, and Sasakura UK. The fraud takes the stage. Oh, come on. Said by the mapper himself. This is 240 awkward aim, okay? This map is no joke. A few playtesters did say this is harder than last year's Qualifiers HD1, which was humanly. It was, I don't know which map set was it, but it was it wasn't Umu who was the artist for it. But despite that being 250 and this 240, because of the burst, I guess, and the overall spacing, this turned out to be harder than last year's HD1, and possibly, well, maybe it was the general consensus that this is possibly the hardest map in the Qualifiers pool. Possibly.
I ran a tournament that had a King World custom for a No Mod 5 like speed slot. This is I have to like rewire my brain's understanding of this song now. This is an aim map. What the hell? I'm so used to all the like the little chiptune rolls in the background of being like fully mapped 1/4. This is an adjustment in my mind. It's so cool though. Ancient is so good at this type of mapping. The way that the map, like the jumps are like almost flowing, but with AR 9.4 hidden on 240 BPM, feeling really dense, and with the way that they're still really awkward to hit, it's like it manages to hit that awkward aim kind of threshold. While like on paper looking like they might even be comfortable, which is a very strange experience to try and kind of play those.
I love how the mapper of that Nomad 5 you just mentioned
is here.
Yeah.
Hello Zydorn, my goat. Hello Zydorn, my goat.
Yeah, Zydorn absolutely goat, dude. Zydorn, I owe Zydorn a big favor. He helped us a lot. Also, that Adam 5 is actually that's also a good map of this, but yeah, it's kind of weird because you do have to rewire. Like this is an HD one, and that is a speed map. I mean, technically this could be also a speed map, but yeah, this is
first. some may say.
Some may say. Indeed. Play this map in your set to instantly destroy your opponent.
Who's gonna tell him? Yeah, burst right at the end too. The ending impression speed map. Only kind of joking, of course. But that's the hidden one.
That was hidden one. And moving on to HD2, which is... Oh my god. This was suggested by Knight, and I've never heard this song before it was suggested, but it's... It has
never heard this song?
I swear to god I never heard Mayday before, and this...
What?
Oh my god, dude. This... I instantly put it into multiple playlists of mine. This is so good.
This is such a real core song, actually. Wait, that's... Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this song is absolutely amazing, dude. I jam to this all the time. What do you mean living under a rock? Where would I hear this?
I would think Osu. This is not a not mapped song. That's for damn sure. I'm shocked right now.
Because I haven't heard this before?
Yeah. Like we talk about like, so you pulled Humanly last year, right? This is just another Humanly as far as I'm concerned.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's how I see this map or its song.
Damn.
I just kind of assume if you know Humanly, you know this song too.
Educate me then. How is the artist related? Like how is this song related? Oh, okay.
It's the vibes. I go with the vibes.
I mean, it is insanely vibes. Like this song is. This is amazing, dude.
I had this song in my random mix playlist that starts with Humanly from Hope. See? Yep. Yep.
Same composer even?
Okay, I feel like the goat right now. I can't lie.
Ain't no way. Well, I'm enlightened. And I'm glad to say this is staying in my playlist. Because it's still a new song. But I'm so confused. I registered to Osu in late 2018. How have I never heard this?
I mean, this is a fairly recent song, I think. I don't know. Maybe you're just not doom scrolling Twitter enough. Maybe it's time for you to ruin your life. I don't know.
Incredible replay by MMA Kokoro once again, by the way.
We haven't talked about the map at all. Like, this map is difficult.
Oh, true.
Like, keeping up with the AR8 with this much spacing, like, you have to like move your eyes across the screen, and it's like it's hard to keep track of everything. Like, it's hard.
It's also really spaced, and like, well, it's not a high BPM because it's like 172, but it's also really spaced.
Yeah.
Moving on to HD3, which should be another custom, and yeah, this is. I can maybe I'm just biased, but this is another insanely banger of a custom map, dude. This is the light tech, or as I think how most tournaments call this, the mech tech.
Yeah. I like mech tech. That's a good term. I love the term mech tech.
This definitely is mech tech, and because of this map, we had, well, not because of this map, but this is one of the reasons why Nomad 4 is what it is right now, because this isn't exactly like full-on tech either. It is it has those how do you call it, Useo vibes, I guess. It is not Useo, by the way. It's just Getty and DJDia, but it does have those. How do you call this genre? It's not Bob. I'm not sure how you call this genre.
Uso refers to it as Frenchcore, so I'm going to go with that. I don't know why, but I'll go with Frenchcore on this because it sounds like an Uso song. You're right, so fuck it.
So this map, as you can see, it is slider heavy in a way. It does kind of involve a fair bit of flow aim, perhaps. It could be aim control as well. I wouldn't call it entirely aim control though, maybe just minor parts. But from it kind of like for the entire map, it kind of goes like slider, one circle, and then slider again. It is definitely finger control at its finest. And I have good news as well, because the mapper just said in chat that he has an actual third slider in it as well.
That's my Godoku right there. That's nobody's done it. Nobody's ever done it better. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, we are past it. Oh, wait, I know. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I love third sliders.
Yeah, you see all these sections though, like the flow on this map is never particularly easy. Like where there is 1/4, there is always danger. The kind of the saving grace is that this is AR 9.7, right? Like you're not playing 9.3 flow or whatever, but it is still so mechanically tough that even if you just forget about the hidden element for a second, you are having a hard time.
Oh, there we go. Blob dash for the rescue. It's called Pump Core. Random word plus core, and you have a genre.
I had that the other day where I was casting a showcase. I was solo casting too, so I didn't have anyone to bounce things off of, and I was just like trying to guess a genre on stream. And luckily, a custom song was being revealed that day, and the musician, yeah, like frame one messages me as soon as I start speaking. Like, it's Neurofunk, by the way.
Neurofunk.
Wouldn't have got there without him.
Some might argue that the map kind of spikes near the end, which could be true, but I feel like if it does feel like it's spiking, it must mainly because of the nerves. I feel like because those patterns are kind of like consistent.
Yeah, this map's very consistent.
Pronounce this, or I'm not moving to next. What do you mean? What am I supposed to pronounce, Hoek? The next map.
Wait, I can almost pronounce that. Pneumono Ultra Micro Silico Volcanico Neosis Core. Okay, yeah, no, I can't say that fast at all. That's unfortunate. I have to break it into sections.
Brother, I'm not native English speaker. How are you expecting me to actually say that?
Let's move on to the next map.
We should. HR1.
Be stuck here forever.
Nano!
Nano song. Yippee!
We kind of trolled Jarvis with this one, because we didn't notify him. He's a custom mapper for ResCup, and we were like, oh hey, banger HR1. Do we notify the map? Nah.
Do you ever?
I mean, he knows.
I think it's really funny not to tell the mappers. I don't think I've ever told the mapper that their map is in a pool when they've custom mapped. I let them figure it out.
But this is kind of this is actually, if I recall correctly, this is one of the, well, compared to this year's mapping style of Jarvis, I think this is an older one of his maps, but I feel like it's still up there with one of the best he still makes. And yeah, it is aim mainly, but I'm gonna lay out some questions. Does this mapping style remind you of anyone, Taikani?
Oh, I'm not the right person to ask that question.
Spoiler alert! I think if I recall correctly, it's Calibre. Okay. And I can kinda see that. Kinda.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, there's a certain genre of map that I jokingly refer to as Calibre Fan 123, and this is to be clear, I do not see this as a Calibre Fan 123 map, but there are some maps that really want to be Calibre maps.
This map is still a great one, regardless. But Oko says it looks like South.
I see that. I hard see that. Yep.
Really? Maybe I just haven't looked into more of the maps from South, I guess. I have to do more digging about that later. Speaking of the map, this also kinda does feature a little bit awkward aim here and there. But like these KIs, they are still mainly on just straightforward aim, so it shouldn't be anything too difficult. At least not from a precision standpoint, because it is CS 5.6 with HI and not 5.2 as some people may expect.
Ah, you're evil, huh? Wow.
Lawful good, lawful evil. You know that fucking chart? I don't know how you call it.
Yeah, the D&D alignment chart, of course.
But to be fair, I feel like if you want to test through precision and also consistency, it's really Run.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Randy. It was 3 a.m. by the way. He played this at 3 a.m.
600k at 3 a.m. is pretty damn good. I respect it. Yeah, you were talking, like, I think this map is very, very consistent in its difficulty. It like, really just stays in that zone of difficulty the entire time. It doesn't really leave outside of those, like, little breaks.
I can't believe this just happened. Okay, you guys noticed nothing, okay?
Pick Mappool, showcase 3 players, play the maps live. How about that? We should do that. I'm with the idea. I'm on your side.
Play the
Wait,
maps
yeah, that's
live.
Hard Rock 1.
That was Hard Rock 1. We're moving on to HR2, which some people speculated to be a custom map. It isn't. Lilac, or maybe it was. I don't know if Averia mapped this for a tournament, but CS5.
There's a map of this? Dude, I love this song.
Oh, hit a sweet spot. So Lilac Field, is that how you pronounce that flower?
Yeah.
Lilac. Okay. This is so chill though.
It's Keep Hazelite DNB, which feels wrong, but it's so good.
What can we really say about this? This is so precision heavy. It is kind of like it does feature a lot of bursts, but dude, just DNB. Oh my god, I'm such a sucker for this genre.
Yeah. Oh my god. This playing Osu in 2015 was responsible for this love of DNB that I've always had since then. I was like, oh my god, I love this song. I was listening to this shit on repeat when it came out.
When did this come out, by the way? Was it like last year?
Last year, I think. That or early this year. Let me check.
Right.
Also, I double checked. This was a custom for Duck Cup. Okay, December 30th, 2023. So the end of last year.
Damn. A various speedrun momentum. Oh yeah, because Duck Cup was earlier this year as well. Right? Yeah. So this was kind of a speedrun map, I guess. But a CS5 edit still works just so well for an HR2 pick. We just had to go with this.
It's really good. Like, I think people kind of lost the art a little bit in terms of how we were pulling Hard Rock 2s a couple of years ago, where it's like Hard Rock 2 used to be a very flow centric slot a lot of the time. You know, if you want to make an easy pick of precision in your map pool, go for something that has a high flow element, because it is something that separates the children from the adults in terms of the precision aim. As you know, the combination of that flow with the CS 6.5 precision could get really tough.
Is that why maps like EOS perhaps was pulled? Because that is flow centric.
Yeah.
Right.
My understanding of Hard Rock 2 when I started mapping in tournaments was that Hard Rock 2 is like almost always a flow slot, which you know, slot pooling maybe don't. But there's certainly a very good reason to pool flow in Hard Rock 2 a lot of the time.
Interesting though, I haven't heard of this background story yet. But moving on, we have HR3, right? Yes, we have HR3, which is... This was so long anticipated by my Hungarian friends over in OSU, Hungary, in the Hungarian community, shout out to them. They are really big fans of MME Kokoro mapping, and they asked me like a couple of months ago, like, oh wait, can you just... They saw like the mapper announcement post we made alongside with Serenity's appearance tweet, and they noticed that, oh my god, MME Kokoro is in, but as a mapper. And to my surprise, they were right. MME Kokoro is not only an insane player, but an insane mapper as well.
If you had to repeat Amamiya Kokoro twice, would it be Amamiya Kokoro, or would it be Amamiya Kokoro? Thoughts?
That's hashtag shower thoughts with that, Kenny.
Hey, mapper and replayer, you know? There's a name to go over.
I think this is a great question though. I feel like... I'm not sure which one would I choose. Probably the first one though, because like... Amamiya Kokoro kinda sounds weird. But it does have some truth to it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good mapper. Amamiya Kokoro, I think, is a fairly recent mapper, but, you know, in terms of improvement, has been going absolutely crazy. And making these really solid ult maps that play so damn well. It's one of those things where, you know, you get a top player mapping and, you know, maybe it takes a second to learn mapping fundamentals from like pure map quality standpoint, but they instantly have that like gameplay sense, right? That makes their map so fun to play.
I'm also wondering, like, this is like, if it's true. I mean, I think Amamiya Kokoro started mapping maybe early last year. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure on this, but their improvement is like actually crazy.
Yeah,
I have to give them that.
Oh, shout out to the Uma Musume background, by the way. And art that I know specifically Chemo for doing on their customs across tournaments is here's a random Uma Musume background. I feel the same art here. Amamiya Kokoro has not lost it.
Also the replay by himself.
Of course.
Moving on, we have this was the last custom for Qualifiers pool, by the way. Sad face. But moving on, we have... That doesn't mean the DT pool isn't great. Moving on, we have DT1.
You mean to tell me that DT2 that I see next isn't a custom? What the hell? You just had that?
Yep.
Alright. Well,
That's
I won't
not a
spoil it.
custom. Yeah, you don't. You should not spoil it. But
It's like asymmetry, because I have never seen this song in a DT1 slot.
you know, when I think about asymmetry, at least the song from Hori Yui, I think I just farmed the Sotark set on it.
So there's some of this?
Yeah, it used to be a DT farm map kinda, or maybe it wasn't. Yeah, I think it was the Sotark set, but this one is a DT one because I think the TV. Wait, this is the folder, right? Because the DT, like the TV size set is okay. So the TV size set is from Sotarks, but this is the full version.
Yeah, I know, the full version set that I know is by Meridius, and it has these really fucking funny bursts that are, like, impossible to hit. It's awesome. You do not play that map with DT. That is psychotic. So in my head, that's Hayden 1 at best. Or
maybe I could just tell Haruki to pull it in Aim Cup.
Surely. I don't know if it fits in Aim Cup necessarily. It might be too easy.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe, I mean, if it's just one burst, then yeah, it probably is.
Oh no, the bursts are all over the map. That's what makes it funny.
Oh.
I have like 300 max combo on it, and I still have that map.
Real ones think of the 2015 set.
I think Shirakai was thinking of the 2015 set while mapping this. I can't lie. I see the inspo. There's rhythmic choices that only make sense if you're in a 2015 mindset.
Also, about the map, the one thing that's like could be extremely tricky, at least from my experience, although maybe it could be skill issue, but the back and forth slider jumps, those, at least, I mean, I can't speak for anyone else here, but at least in my case, I kind of suck at those, so maybe someone else does suck at those as well. They could be tricky, so watch out for those, and maybe practice this one once or twice.
Yeah. Yeah, 260 BPM makes this so tough. Like, you don't have the time to move your cursor to make a mistake. you don't have the time to just like bounce back. How did Rundy hit that? That's a 3 AM goat right there.
I think this was one of the only plays that wasn't done at 3 AM though.
Okay, well.
Well, we'll see on the result screen anyway.
Oh, true!
No,
oh, it's worse.
It's 4 AM.
Oh, it's so much worse.
Thank you, Randy. Moving on, we have DT2, which is Huh.
Real? What the hell is this?
It ain't Hollow Wings. It's not Hollow Wings. You know, DT2, in at least ResCup's case, this slot is mainly about stamina. I repeat, it's about stamina. What if we replace...
Oh, I see the method. It's gonna be like that Satellite 82 from OWC that has like the held vocals in the chorus, and then he just maps like all streams, and then it's really cool. I like that map.
I think what Taikeri says is probably 99% correct.
If anyone knows what I'm talking about, you see it, surely.
A little bit finger control as well. We figured it would make sense, but if we actually raised it to like have like 4 DTs, but 4 DTs that would make the qualifiers unnecessarily long. And yeah, maybe combine both stamina and finger control, and this is the result. You may call it notch hell, but the notch hell usually, at least in the history of also, it usually refers to the actual difficulty and the set of from Hollow Wings. And well, I mean, oh yeah,
that's beautiful. That's exactly how I wanted to see the map play out. Yeah, like notch hell is quite literally in reference to the amount of red notch nodes on the sliders. that is the reason why it is named that, like hell, because it's Toho subterranean animism, and notches because there's a lot of them. I can't think of a fun quirky name that I would call this. So I guess we're sticking with Orin. What the hell is this?
Oh. Orin, what the hell is this? It's a good diff name though. You have to admit.
So okay, like complete side tangent, right? So I've been picking up Pokemon, the VGC, and my most recent team, I decided to name all my Pokemon after Toho characters, specifically Subterranean Animism. I have an Incineroar named Orin that I bring to tournaments quite often.
How do you associate Incineroar with Orin?
Cat Fire.
I mean, okay, but Incineroar is like a buff-ass Pokemon.
Listen, I'm not working with too much good stuff. I've got the resemblances on most of these Pokemon don't really make sense, but I had to give them names, you know? the Oku that I have in my team only vaguely has wings. So like I feel like Orin, like, you know, not too much of a stretch for Incineroar to be Orin.
Oh man. Moving on, we have the last map of our showcase, which is DT3. Power of Dream, an iOS song. It is not a custom map again. Well, it is a custom, but not for ResCup.
Alright, knowledge check. Who's this mapper? Say his name.
Do you want me to pronounce it, perhaps?
It's Nissan. You don't have to say that's too crystal tough. It's Nissan.
Not all of us have a rapid trigger.
Good thing it's not a 4v4 team size 4 tournament.
Oh yeah! I completely forgot. ResCup. Oh my god, ResCup is a team versus. Oh no!
I hope you didn't forget that while pooling.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
That's good.
Sarcasm. But to be fair, I'm getting heavy, like absolutely heavy, like old mapping vibes from this, and I feel like that's mainly what the mapper tried to actually accomplish. No, I need Utsuho should be Honchkrow with Fire Blast.
I don't know if Honchkrow can learn Fire Blast, but if it can, that's content right there. That's a Twitch stream that you get out of that team. That's awesome. No, it's Koraidon, because Koraidon automatically sets the sun up when he switches into battle, and vaguely has wings. It's kind of awesome.
Ooh.
Awesome song, though. I generally don't like Iosis, but this one isn't, like, so overly memey. It's just kind of high-pitched vocal of Clear Master Sprite, and that's a banger.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Iosis is not. If I recall correctly, it's not just one artist, right?
Yeah, Iosis is a circle of artists, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. Cause like you usually hear more than one female vocal in those songs.
Yeah. That's true of like most of the Toho Dojin scenes. It's groups of artists. We literally had a Hallozy song last, and like it's not like Hallozy is making Notch Hell every time. Not by a long shot, because a lot of Hallozy is actually like house producers.
Oh yeah.
And the vocal tracks are kind of the rarity almost.
I wonder how does this. I wonder how like the licensing goes with that, because they surely don't like license under like just iOS and Hallozy. Like, do they not like display like the singers? I don't know how it works.
Yeah, honestly, I'm unsure.
iOS is made of ARM, D, Watt, Void, and Uno, and occasional members. I see. Well, that's about it for this year's qualifiers showcase. I think well, not I think, but I'm sure about this. Next stream is gonna be same time, Sunday, next weekend. So 17 UTC, and we'll be back with not only the round of 32 Mappool showcase, but also qualifiers results. We will do that this iteration as well. And remember, guys, be sure to practice these pools. We have 12 more teams compared to last iteration. You have to actually practice because only 32 teams get past qualifiers. The remaining 20 something, the remaining 20 teams will not get past that. So yeah, as you can see in the chat, map pool and schedule is also live on the sheet. And the map pack will probably come in about 30 minutes after the stream ends. We still need to do some maintenance. Mainly upload the VOD and notify the team captains and all that miscellaneous stuff. But for now, see you guys next time. I was Friel, and I was joined by Tekkenny, sorry.
Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Debut stream! Yeah, no, it's great. It really is great to be back in Res Cup. I was there on the last stream of the last one, here on the first stream of this one. It's yeah. I'm very, very excited about what this year will hold. So good luck in the qualifiers this coming weekend. There is a lot more to play in this tournament. So many talented mappers and musicians, and of course the poolers, who have worked to make some really incredible pools in the coming weeks. So this qualifier pool is really only the beginning. And I feel like the reason to play qualifiers is because this tournament is going to be one of the biggest spectacles of the year in terms of the quality of the pools and the just amount of new stuff. And that alone should be exciting enough to get you to try your best to go through this admittedly very hard qualifiers pool to play some amazing Osu.
So yeah, tune in for the next stream, Sunday 17 UTC. Again, we have a fuck ton of surprises planned. So, well, not planned, we actually have them ready, so thankfully. So, what do you mean language? Don't tell me what to do! Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!